Hi there, it's Hal Feldman, Miami Hal. I am here with Pinecrest Mayor Joe Corradino. It is July the 2nd. Joe, we're about to head into a holiday weekend, and unfortunately, we're having this conversation again. So would love to hear your update about coronavirus. Please share with us.
Hey, thanks, Hal. It's a pleasure to be here. Happy 4th of July. Just don't leave your house. That's kind of what the update is. This is a big weekend. We know that this disease is growing exponentially. And we also know that after these holiday weekends, we end up with spikes 2 weeks later. So the point is that we can't afford a spike on top of a spike. So we're really trying to get people to stay home. So the problem is that the mayor has closed the beaches, regulating restaurants, regulating fireworks and those types of things. And so with nothing else to do, people may end up having barbecues at their house. We're urging them not to do it. If they're going to do it, stay outside. Wear a mask, stay 6-10 feet apart from the people you have over. Don't have many people over. Just be safe, because this is about to hit a tipping point where it could go out of control.
You know, we are constantly hearing from officials, and we're getting these mandates and things. Joe, there's got to be something you can tell us about the meetings you're having, and on a more personal level. I know you're looking out for us. What are some of the subtexts and conversations going on that we should be aware of?
Well, in a way, look, we had about 90 days to prepare, right? We did well. We distanced, we stayed home, we practiced all the things that we need to know. We closed earlier than the rest of the state of Florida. We opened later. When we opened, we passed the CDC gateway criteria, and we opened with rules in every industry, and every industry was vetted by the medical professionals. In a meeting today, the medical people tell us, if you obey the rules, you can limit the spread of the disease. The problem is twofold. We're not obeying the rules, right? So you have a large segment of the population, and I understand it. Fatigue had set in. We opened up. They believed the worst was over, and it's not. And so we spent several weeks trying to get people to, adhere to the rules, and now we just had to ratchet it back. And this is like a throttle. We're going to, if people obey the rules, we can be fine. Not, we'll ratchet it back until we control the disease. That's the game that we're in now. How much tolerance do people have? How much can we ratchet it back? And that's where we are. And so we hope to get it under control. We've got hospital capacity left. It's just in a few days or weeks, if we don't control, if this spikes this weekend and we don't figure it out for 2 more weeks, we may be at a tipping point.
So let me bring it at a little bit more personal level. You've got your neighbor next to you. You are taking out the garbage cans one day, and he says, "Hey, you know what, Joe? For the 4th of July, I'm having, five couples come over, and we're going to be in the backyard having a barbecue." What do you tell them?
I think that's a personal decision. We cannot regulate the things that happen in your private property, and we don't want to. But, for instance, if you've got responsible people that have been staying home and quarantining and following the rules, and it's very few people, and you go to the backyard and you stay distant, you bring your own cooler, you bring your own food, you bring your own trash bag, you bring your own mask and sanitizers, that's the safest condition you can go in. But we really don't want graduation parties, 4th of July picnics with tens and hundreds of people in them. Those things are recipes for disaster. As long as we wear the face gear, we stay away, stay distant from one another and practice good hygiene. The mask is a great thing. You can do that if you're protecting yourself. If you're not protecting yourself and you're going to be within inches of another human being, this disease is going to spread.
Mayor, if somebody sees something over this holiday weekend and they want to let the police or Pinecrest or their community know, how do they go about that? What's the best thing for them to do?
Just call the police department. The number is on the website. The police will check anything out. Again, we're not regulating private property unless there's a noise violation or something like that. But we don't stop private parties. It's illegal to have a private party. If that's a personal decision, and we're relying on the common sense and courtesy of our neighbors. Now, remember, in Pinecrest, we've been behaving very, very well. We haven't shut down many, if any, businesses. When people don't have a mask, they're reminded to put it on. They do. The compliance is very high. I think the house parties got out of control during graduation season. I'm hoping everybody's checked themselves and put it in line. And we just got to behave, man.
Mayor Corradino, please have a safe and happy 4th of July. Appreciate
Thanks.
your time. Tell
Yes, sir.
people how they can be in touch if they need to be.
Hal, anybody that needs to get me, 305-606-2364. That's my cell phone number. Look us up on the website. Anybody, any village council member or staff member, we're around all weekend. We all work together and do great work, and we're here for you.
We appreciate you. Thanks again.
Thanks, Hal.